the East End of London, in the shadow of Canary Wharf, is George Green's, an inner-city secondary school. It's 6:30 in the morning, and Mick Thomas, the facilities manager, is opening up for the day. Like any typical day at this extended school, it's sure to be busy and varied.
I've been at the school for approximately 9 years. I came here originally as an assistant schoolkeeper, but I progressed now to the facilities manager. The Isle of Dogs, it's a very close-knit community, and every single person on the island knows of George Green's. And we've got people from all different backgrounds. We are open constantly. It's a community school. It's not just a school for children, it's a school for everybody on the island.
For the last 10 years, George Green's school has been offering extended services for their students, as well as the wider community.
You got your rolls out and your muffins.
The Breakfast Club is just part and parcel of the school day.
I like Breakfast Club because like you get with all your friends in the morning and speak to your friends and then go to the library or something.
At my old school we had to pay like £1 a week, but I like this one better because you get more things and it's free.
The Breakfast Club's been running for I think it's about 7 years, and we get around about 100 kids, sometimes more. It is always busy.
You get beans, you get bacon, you get egg muffins, you get bacon rolls, hot chocolates and juice.
Yes, darling.
Breakfast Club is important because if the kids have had something to eat in the morning, it puts them in a better mood for the day, and they're not grumpy and miserable, because we have sometimes had kids come up to us that if they haven't had Breakfast Club or they've missed it because they've come in late, like I'm starving, I'm grumpy, I need something to eat, they're all like this and agitated. So I think it really is a good start to the day.
Boys, can you make your way out, please? Rubbish in the bins, girls, come on, rubbish in the bins.
It's the start of the academic day. The school has already been open to students for just over an hour.
Good morning.
Now the moment, what do you think is happening to Eddie's heartbeat?
George Green's is a fully inclusive school with just over 1,000 pupils and 160 teachers and support staff.
A typical day at George Green's school doesn't exist because every day is different, which is why I'm still here 11 years later, because there's no chance to be bored.
The school realises the importance of tailoring extended services to the specific needs of their children and the community. This morning, children with behavioural issues are having lessons away from the school.
An extended service is anything that you want it to be. An extended school is anything you want it to be. It can't be bolt on. I think it's a big mistake to try to be ticking off what's extended and what isn't. And I think you actually just look at the whole picture.
The school have built up links with various community organisations and have a particularly special relationship with Mudshoot, the local city farm. Children help out with the day-to-day chores on the farm and at the same time get a valuable lesson on the land.
Who's going to do the ducks and the chickens for me? So use 5.
Tina Kelly is the education advisor at the farm and coordinates working with the school.
At Mudshoot we provide a service for young people from the local secondary school, and we provide workshops and we provide tasks around the farm. Because a lot of the young people have problems with writing and reading. We put them out onto the farm to do activities that are more interactive and more energising, so they're hands-on, because they tend to sort of lose it a bit when you start to do paperwork and written work.
It makes me feel good that I'm doing something for animals and that. I take it as if it's going to be my house in a way, because if it's not clean, then there's no point living in it.
It's about how you value each child, and it's hard sometimes. It's more difficult when their behaviour is bad or they bring with them a lot of problems. But it's actually how do we value what they achieve, even if it's not the 5 A to C's.
I feel proud of what I'm doing for the animals. It helps them not to sleep on the floor, dirty floor. It's a lot of help. It's a lot of help, really. In the further future, say if someone asks me to work on a farm, then I've got experience. I'll say, yeah, I know how to muck out now and feed animals and treat them and feed them and that.
Right, I need a couple of you standing there, blocking that path.
It's about how you can work with your community to develop and extend the opportunities for young people to experience success. Now, some people might say, well, you're doing too much, school is about education. Well, I think that young people learn all of the time in a whole variety of places and from a whole range of adults.
Just make yourself look bigger like that, all right? And don't let them pass you, OK?
Because we're a charitable organisation, we rely a lot on the community coming in, giving their time up voluntary. I'm really proud of the group that come, the young people. They've achieved so much and they give so much back to the farm as well.
Thank you very much.
Oh, well, let's go in there with them.
You've got to clean them out now.
It's break time and support staff are on duty.
What's happened? Come and take you down to pupil reception, yeah? And we'll sort it out after, yeah?
George Greens believes that if an extended school is to be effective, it must form a strong relationship with its community. And the best way to do this is to employ local people.
Our supervisors used to be the dinner ladies. We realised that here was a valuable group of local women who knew the kids, who knew the area.
Let go. Get the ball in. Let go.
They were dealing with bullying, they were dealing with racist, they were dealing with all sorts of things, conflict resolution. They weren't using those words, but that's what they said. And then we looked at the job description and said they'll clean the custard away, or whatever it was.
Angie Rowbottom is the team leader. She prides herself on being on first-name terms with most of the children at the school.
Fred, get down, please. Outside.
I've been here since year 7. She's been there for me, even through the bad times and the good times.
I've been here for about 2 years, and she's done well for me, innit? Looked out for me.
Is she allowed to climb there? She's all right there, isn't she? She won't hurt herself.
Oh.
We gave them a new name, which they chose. They chose a uniform, which is red, and now they're known as the Redcoats. But they chose that so they're easy to see. So if you're in trouble, you find a supervisor. And they are fantastic. So nobody worries if I'm not in school, but if the supervisors weren't here, you'd worry.
Right, stop it, because you always end up turning into fights. Nikki, go, come on. Where the kids know you know, and where you all live in this community, it's they take notice. They respect you if you say, don't do that, what you're doing, and they stop. Boys, don't run, please! Right, I'm just going to get a kid out if she's got a mobile phone on her, and she ain't supposed to have it, and she refused to give it in earlier. We go to help supply teachers in classes when supply teachers start. We go to lessons, we move kids from lessons. So, you're all right? Yeah, you're all right. She ain't in period 5, so where's she gone? She did come back.
People come now from all over the country to see the supervisors and to meet them and have copied that idea in their school, and to us we're very proud of that. If it helps another school, it's great.
The idea of having extended schools was born out of Every Child Matters. This government paper recognised that schools need to work as part of a multi-agency team if they're to ensure a swift response to children's welfare needs. Jason Beasley coordinates the social services and welfare team at the school.
Do you want to come to a case conference this afternoon at 3 p.m. here?
He also works closely with external social workers within the borough.
In the past, before we actually had social workers in the school, we were in a position where we would have to get on the phone called something called Childline. We then took Childline, they would take the details, they would then contact a social worker, then duty social worker would get on to us at some point. That could have been, say, sometimes it could be 4 hours down the line, it could maybe be the next day, and in the meantime we've got this case that we feel that needs some sort of intervention. Now we have a team in the school, we can actually judge the ones that really need intervention, that's the first thing, and we can actually deal with them quicker. Okay, I'll see you later. The point about having social workers in the school is to actually make us more accessible, more user-friendly. Right, thanks very much, John.
Jason is on his way to meet the family of a boy with special educational needs.
Dad's asked for this meeting today. He normally doesn't ask for meetings. I usually work through Mum. Mum's usually in to me once a week about her worries for her son. Hello, thanks, I'm in.
The boy has failed to turn up to school today, and the father is also finding his behaviour challenging.
These mood swings.
What, you think it's something like an illness?
Yeah.
And what, they're getting worse?
Yeah.
I can have a word with Emma Grove, who's the head of the Senko. She's the Senko for the school, which is social inclusion for children with special needs.
Jason and his team go on up to 4 home visits a week. In this case, the visit has been requested by the parent, but often they happen because the school has highlighted a child in need.
2 or 3 times he's come that close to getting a backhander.
Yeah, well, you don't want to do that.
It's getting to that stage.
But if you could change the routine in the morning so that you're in charge, then this thing perhaps won't happen. He's also probably going to get to the stage that he's growing out of it soon. See you, thanks very much for letting us come round. Okay. Bye.
After meeting with the father, Jason manages to persuade the boy to go back to school with him.
Thank you, John.
It's lunchtime, and the school go that extra mile to keep the peace in their playground.
I've been at the school for 6 years. Was one of the first Safer Schools police officers brought into Tower Hamlets. Some pupils have the idea that they don't like police, and then when they actually get to know me or my colleagues that come into the school, they see a different side to us. It's not just a uniform, it's a person behind it and the fact that we can support them. I'll speak to you in a bit. I'll come and see you at lunchtime, all right? We've dealt with a variety of incidents in school. What did I say to you about smoking? Ranging from knives being brought into school, fireworks, fights.
Today is no exception, and 2 boys have come to blows.
Who's Kenny had a fight with then?
Kenny and Bosch.
Where are they now?
Bosch is there, so I'm going to one of the teachers.
Then you go and find Kenny then, don't we?
Boys as well.
Yeah.
Duncan has tracked down the boys involved in the fight, and in line with the school's policy, he's keen for them to iron out their differences.
Now, who wants to go first and let me know exactly what happened?
Someone pushed my hand when I was grabbing hold of Nadif, and then it hit his hand to punch me, so I was bleeding.
Okay, is that right, Kenny?
Yeah.
Someone's grabbed your hand and made you throw a punch, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, even though it's not you yourself punching, have you got anything to say to Nadif?
Sorry.
Conflict resolution and restorative justice has been around for centuries, but is now being brought back into schools to give young people ownership of the reasons why they've done it and the fact that they've had a choice and they've made that choice to do something wrong, and this is their choice again to make it right.
The problem is, because of your actions before then, everyone gets excited and wants to get involved.
Yeah.
So, do you understand how this has come about?
Yeah.
You want to shake on it, gents?
Yeah.
So we're going to go back into lessons. If there's any problems, you must come and tell me, or member of staff, or someone from the Positive Playground team.
Alright.
Okay. And make sure you see each other out on break as well.
Yeah.
Make sure you actively go and seek each other out and just see each other, okay?
An urban school with limited outdoor space, George Green's offers its pupils alternatives to the playground, with a whole range of lunchtime activities, including drama, football and chess. A favourite is Animal Club, run by science technician Esther Ruston.
We do 50 15 minutes of a worksheet, like literacy-based, numeracy-based, and they rush through it because they just want to hold the animals. And then we've got people that are in charge, year 8, year 9 children, open up all the tanks. Basically, they just hold the animals and clean them out and just take responsibility for looking after them.
He's a leopard gecko. He's got a fat tail, and if you scare him, it'll fall off.
This is Totty the tortoise. It's Jules the water dragon.
Okay, here's Maltesers.
Mozzie, hello.
Be careful.
Fred's a bit close to the boa.
Yeah.
Hello,
Let's take Fred over there. Do you want to go and get Fred's crickets?
I love Animal Club. I think it's the best because I love animals and I want to be a vet when I'm older. And it's great because Esther's really nice and all the animals are great.
She's moving, innit?
She.
Good for her.
George Green's staff work hard to support the needs of their pupils. They're also backed up by external professionals to form a multi-agency team. Every Wednesday, relevant members from the team come together to discuss current concerns.
OK, we've obviously had a lot of major concerns regarding this student around self-harm. At a SATE meeting, we deal with a real range of issues and different cases that affect the young people at our school. It can be a fairly simple situation in the sense of a child who's finding it a little bit difficult to make the transition from primary school to secondary school to children who are possibly under CP. Beth, you've met with her.
She was happy to engage in conversation with me, but every time that I've gone to look for her, she's not where she's supposed to be.
At any one SATE meeting, we can have a multitude of professionals there, ranging from the school health professional to our attached Safer Schools Partnership police officer, to our attendance and social welfare manager, our social workers that are based within school. We're very, very concerned that she's spending time with known drug users. She's been known to steal money and items from home. We're not sure what this money is spent on. We believe that she's really, really at risk. Jason, do you want to fill in the points that have happened in the last couple of days?
She was found at 3 a.m. on Monday morning. The social worker's been involved. She's been taken into care. So that means she's safe now. I think that she was staying with one of these older boys who are about, when I say boys, we're talking about men, they're 19.
It's very much an information sharing exercise and making sure that the best person is working with that child. So the idea of getting all the people in the room at the same time is to make sure that that support happens, really, as soon as we can make it happen.
I don't know what we can do about sexual health. Maybe give us some advice on that, Alison.
She's in school today. I mean, I can give her the advice on where she can go and get herself checked for that. Yeah, I think that's really important.
It's the end of the academic day, but the front door is still firmly open to the community. Nizam Mir works at George Green's as a teaching assistant during the day, but in the evening he teaches at various local primary schools as part of their extended services.
I was a student of George Green School from year 7 to year 11 and then went into college and then going into doing a degree in sports science.
Tonight he's going to Harbinger Primary School to take an after-school football club.
Right boys, we're going to be doing running with the ball, dribbling with the ball, and then we're going to play a little match where I'm going to say two people run up and have to score a goal, okay?
George Green's is part of a small education action zone. So much of our work with the primary schools is done through the action zone.
5 star jumps. 1.
Rather than working separately, we all have expertise to share with each other. So why not pull all of that together? So you have something that's, you know, much greater than the sum of the parts, so that can have a really powerful impact.
Are you ready? Go! Good boy, excellent! I've been a community person in this area for a very long time, but because I've been seen as that role model sort of thing, young people are being inspired and helping them to realise sport is important, staying healthy and being fit basically. Good boy, excellent, head up. Good boy, head down.
I like football because it helps me to score goals and be better.
When you run with the ball and you score goals and then you dribble with it and I like kicking the ball around.
Go on, boys, come out, come out! Today what we done there was basically using each other as teamwork to learn how to run with the ball, working together, leadership, organisation skills, and then in the team they're incorporating all them skills into one game situation. Good boy, well done! Go, go!
Back at George Green's, a busy night is underway, with activities for pupils, parents and other members of the local community. Each week, around 3,000 people use the out-of-school hours services.
After school, we have hockey on a Monday, we have taekwondo on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have Poplar Rowing Club, the Curly Rowing Club, we'll do circuit training. As you can see, there's a cricket session just about to finish. It runs from about 3:30 till 4:30.
Some head teachers resist offering extended services because they think they're going to have to be there till 10 o'clock at night, or they're going to have to be there every week and they're going to have to do it all. For me, it's more about how I distribute the leadership and distribute, all of the work and the responsibility throughout the school.
The Island Sports Trust, the charity that I work for, has been around for about 11 years. And the idea is that we facilitate use of our spaces here. And we try and engage and increase the number of young people and local people using our facilities. And one way we do that is by charging them either nothing or a very minimal cost. And this just covers our administration.
One such group taking advantage of the facilities is a taekwondo club run by Tom Dennis and Julie Fagg.
It's actually called TKD Tigers. It's like Total Kids Defence. It teaches children between 3 and 6 year old the art of self-defence, of being able to protect themselves, but it also teaches them life skills, i.e. stranger danger, bully drills, working as a team and using your memory. Most of the children that come here are fairly local. They all live on the island, and as you can see, they're all sort of mixed ages, mixed races, so it's just a sort of mix and match of everybody, no matter what.
Yep. That's better, Robbie. Can you go higher?
I like taekwondo at George Green because they make my legs fit and strong. We have lots of fun and we have to listen good and hear good. You get to play games and you get to do good stuff.
Kyung-Yi. Have a nice weekend. See you next week.
Bye.
The school has struggled to secure funding for a full adult education programme. However, they do manage to provide ICT classes, which prove popular with local adults.
If you're going to open your building, then fill it with as many people as possible and make those people feel comfortable about coming into school and seeing that schools are very different places from the places that they went to when they were younger, and certainly very different places to the to the schools that I went to.
Because you've done it before, you can just open this.
Abdul Rezkala is currently coaching adults towards a European ICT qualification that's recognised by employers.
We offer it for free for the community. There is IT training centres where you can pay, I think, roughly an amount of £175 to £200 for it. If you want to show just 5 or slides of this, you know, pick them, customise one. I want to show them slide 1, slide 5, slide 11, slide 25, yeah? You need to use that one, setup show. They're independent learners, they learn on their own, and it's just, me, I'm just a facilitator.
The last activity of the night is a football league made up of local businesses.
We offer Canary Wharf space for corporate use. We charge them a lot of money to counteract what we offer for local residents for free of charge or very little.
There's football here 4 nights a week.
They make the teams up where they work, enter in the Elms competition, and then this is where they end up.
The more we make out of the corporate, the more goes back into the school in terms of facilities and equipment.
We work about 5 minutes away from here. It's called Northern Trust. It's a financial company, and we come here every Thursday and we play against other teams in the area, in the vicinity. It's quite easy to get to with the GLR, just a few stops away, so it's quite convenient for everyone, really.
Extended schools, you have to have sort of an entrepreneurial sort of mind. You have to actually be able to think differently. It's having a can-do attitude. That's what I love about this place. That someone will always say, well, look, let's try this. Let's have a go at that. And there's usually a solution. There's always a solution.
Well, for the moment, I think we're 1-0 up, and hopefully it can stay this way and actually score a few more goals. And I'm a sub at the moment. I'm back in about a few minutes, so I hope to score myself.
It's the end of a busy day and the doors finally close at George Green's. It won't be long before the school opens up to everyone in the community again.
When I first came to George Green's, I could tell straight away that it was a very different place, and in fact it's a very special place.
And their ethos is to help children, and you become embroiled in that. You can't resist it. You become part of, their culture, their lifestyle, of what they want to do and how they want to achieve what they want to achieve for these people.
Schools are not islands. Sometimes they feel like islands, so we have to be reaching out to that community, whatever your community is, because we've got a lot to learn from them, they've got a lot to learn from us, and together we can really make a difference.